Good morning, you all. It is 57 degrees this morning, and today on the homestead, we have to get the tiny house. You see the tiny house ready for a guest, a 3-day guest in the tiny house. So let's get to it. So you all, let me show you around the tiny house. We have a bed, a nice comfy chair for you to sit in, table for you to eat or work at. What is this? We call it a shoe rack, a clothes rack, a coat rack for you to hang your garments. We have a refrigerator, microwave, coffee bar. We have the bathroom. In the bathroom, full shower, mirror, tiny sink. Everyone always say, oh, your sink is so tiny, but it's a tiny house. I wanted to leave room for the toilet. When you're sitting on the toilet, I didn't want the sink hitting your knees. So there we go. And then I provide towels and toiletries. So when I am preparing the house, first thing we do, we see if anything needs stocking. So I provide them with water, bottled water. So the guest that is coming will be here for 3 days. So they will need at least 10 bottles of water. So I'll have to refill that. Okay. I usually give them breakfast bars, tea, coffee, popcorn. So I make sure I have enough cups, coffee cups, utensils, extra garbage bags, coffee filters, plates, bowls. So today I am here to clean up. Okay? After every guest, I strip the bed, I wash the linen, I wash the towels. I have a Bible emergency numbers here just in case you're sitting and you're feeling like I need some encouragement. I have my house rules. This is a heater air conditioner. It's portable. And I have a code lock on the door. So from the outside, the guest lets themselves in by the code lock. I have an ottoman here. In the ottoman, I have extra blankets, extra tissue. I also have some board games in there, a steamer, hanger, things that they might need that they have forgotten. So I always get my duster out. I dust every surface, every corner, window ledge. I always think, what would I be looking for if I was in a hotel room? I'm going to wipe that surface off. I need to stop this fan so I can dust that off. Nothing like laying in the bed looking at dust, right? And my biggest pet peeve, oh my goodness, and I'm sure you all can agree with me, is hair. Don't let me see hair anywhere. Oh, it's too much. It's too much, y'all. 'Cause I don't know where that hair came from. Did it come from your hair or other parts of your body? It's disgusting. Alrighty. That's nice to have a television that swivels out so you can see it from the bed, you can see it from other angles in the room. Now this heating air conditioner, it works great. However, I would not recommend it in a tiny house. It works as a heater, it works as an air conditioner, it works as a dehumidifier. The plan was to have a split unit put in the wall here. However, the contractor kept changing up before the job was done, so we ended up with a portable heater air conditioner. It takes up space. This space could be utilized for something else, not sure what, but the upside to it, if I needed to use this in my house, I could. So, just think about that when you are designing a tiny house. I made sure to take special care to make sure that my guests had a full shower, a full walk-in shower. Because even though it's a tiny house, you want the comfort of taking a good shower. Now let's get to cleaning that bathroom. I have dusted everything. Let's wipe off everything. Let's see. First things first, let's wipe off our breakfast bar so we can stock that. I have some Lysol wipes here. Always check if the previous person used the coffee maker. They did, so I'll have to wash that out. And always change out the coffee because it's loose coffee. I don't want to spread germs, so I'll dump that or maybe use that in my garden. We have sugar, sweetener. We need more creamer. Wash this out. Alright, and that is clean. Let's dry that out. I have to remember to bring water. Okay. Garbage bag. I'll leave those for now. I have a fire extinguisher down there. Even there, though there's no gas in this little tiny house, there is electricity. And you never know when somebody's gonna catch a bag of popcorn on fire. Hopefully people know how to use it. That's the tricky part. Do you have a fire extinguisher? Have you ever used it? I've never used mine, so hopefully when I need to use it, I will know how to use it. All right, let's wipe off the other surfaces. I also provide them with sleeping masks. The light outside is pretty bright, although I do have a darkening shade. Some people are light sleepers, so that's a courtesy. Some mindful coloring. I tried to set this up as a place you would come to retreat, to meditate. To leave all your cares behind, to get an answer from God, whatever you need to do to rejuvenate. Sometimes you just need to reset. And so that was my whole train of thought when I was designing this space. You know, people can use it for other things. If you came to the property and you wanted to give a small retreat, this could be a place where you hold a seminar, one of your seminars, or this could be, I don't know, a meditation room. Whatever you desire. Also, people could use the property for small weddings. This could be where the bride and her bridesmaids get dressed. There are so many possibilities for this little space. And my baskets here merely for decoration. They just make the space look complete. All right. Outer perimeter seems good. The only thing we have to do is make the bed. And I usually do that the day that they come. All right, so here we go. Here's the bathroom. Gotta make sure we get it clean. New scrub-free shower cleaner. Let's see how well it works. A little strong in the smell. So get my towel for cleaning. Ooh, that's really strong smell. Step into the fire. This is one place I do not want to see hair. Check, double check. So I check, double check, and then I check and double check again. And I will rinse this out. One thing was hard to find was a shower curtain that was long enough for this shower. I did find one on Amazon. I'm not sure of the length, but it was longer. It is longer than the standard shower curtain. I see a few strands of hair in here, y'all. We certainly gotta get that up. Certainly, certainly. Cannot do that to my guests. Cannot do that to my guests. overcovered hair. Oh, it just creeps me out. It's like the more you clean, the more hair you find. Mr. Clean Antibacterial to mop with. My good old-fashioned ring mop. Many of us don't use that anymore. But I have found this much easier than my Swiffer. Well, let's say I have found this more accurate. I think it gets things cleaner. It gets all the stray particles on the floor better. For me. I do wish I had one of those ringer buckets though. That would make it much easier. But for now, we're going old school. I try to make this the last thing I do so I can mop my way out the door. And I'll let this dry and I'll come back tomorrow, put down the rugs. I almost forgot a garbage bag in here. I'll put down the rugs and I'll put the towels in and I will make the bed. And that's what we do when we are preparing the tiny house for guests. So the bathroom is done. I need to make the bed. I need to mop this floor. So I'll put that back. Gather all my stuff so I can mop my way out of here. I'll sweep the rugs first. Oh, one more thing. I usually give them body wash, lotion, toothpaste, toothbrush, so I have to make sure that's filled. Looks like it's good. The previous guest did not use the toiletries, so that's good. Okay. Another thing I do, because the guest is staying 3 days, I make sure that the batteries are changed and the lock. I had one guest here, I think 2 days, and I hadn't changed the batteries, and he couldn't get in. Oh, I was so embarrassed. He was very understanding, but those are mishaps I like to avoid. So fresh batteries it is. There we go. All batteries in the pocket. And let's mop our way out of here. Start over there. All right, y'all, the floors have dried. I'm back in the tiny house, and I am going to put the linen on the bed, put the towels in the bathroom, and I will show you all the finished product. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, here is the final reveal. And so this is what you get when you book at Diane's tiny house. This is what you get, y'all.